Yucaipa, California. Have you heard of Yucaipa, California? Well, if you haven't, in this video, I'm gonna be going over a Google map tour of Yucaipa, California. I'm gonna show you some popular things, the things to do, and really you can kind of gauge whether or not if Yucaipa, California is right for you. Might be jumping into some street views as well. So stay tuned because we're gonna get after it right now. Now, if this is your first time to this channel and you want to know absolutely everything that there is about living, eating, breathing, possibly playing in Yucaipa, California, then you definitely want to subscribe below and tap that bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about the area here in Yucaipa, California. Now, my name is Jonathan. We get calls, texts, emails every single day from people just like you looking to make their move, and we absolutely love it. So whether you're deciding to move in 9 days or 90 days, you could always give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email so we can help you make that smooth move to Yucaipa, California. Now, what are we gonna do? We're gonna jump onto a Google map tour. But before I do, I wanna share a little bit of Yucaipa. That way you can get a good understanding of where it's at, kind of, you know, some things to do, a little bit of history behind it. Now, Yucaipa, it is a small to mid-sized city. It does have a population of a little under 55,000 people and growing. It is a very safe community. It does have some great schools. And now, what really Yucaipa really does have to offer in the big scale of things, if you're really looking at it, right? Yes, public schools, low crime, but the location, it's very much for an outdoor lover. It's a very good community if you're looking to have just a nice life, I want to say, right? Because it is community friendly and the quality of life is just a little bit better in Yucaipa, California. Now, a lot of people don't really hear about Yucaipa, California, don't know where Yucaipa, California is at, and that's why I'm going to be I'm going to be showing you in this Google map tour of where it's geographically located and some popular things to do if you're looking to relocate to the Yucaipa, California area. And obviously you definitely want to look at the surrounding areas, right? And it's kind of be a little bit interesting, right? Because it's a small to mid-sized city. Now, the popular things to do, I will be transparent up front. Not a whole lot of entertainment going on within the Yucaipa area in general. However, surrounding areas do have things to do as well. Now, and I'm not saying there's nothing to do, right? But if you're an outdoor person, there's a little bit more to do within Yucaipa than to kind of be indoor to entertainment centers like movie theaters, bowling alleys, escape rooms, axe throwing, right? I can go on and on and on. While Yucaipa doesn't have that just yet, you know, in the near future, can we see it grow and expand to the area what we would want it to, where it can have more entertainment? Absolutely. Currently, not that situation, but in the near future, absolutely can turn into that as it has a growing economy. Now, with all that being said, I really want to jump into this Google map tour. That way you can get a great understanding where it's at. There's some popular things, and again, whether or not if it's the right place for you. So let's jump into the Google map tour. So here we are, we have Yucaipa all pulled up, ready to rock and roll, as I would like to say. So this is the outline of Yucaipa, and this is pretty much the city of Yucaipa. Now, I'm gonna zoom out just a bit, that way you can understand where Yucaipa is geographically located here within the Southern California region. Now, as I zoom out, you can kind of see we're hugged up against the San Bernardino National Forest. So that's a really cool thing. Now, we're really east of Los Angeles, California, a little bit northeast of Riverside and San Diego. We're just north of San Diego. So if you're looking to make that drive to Los Angeles to get into the city and do all the amazing things that LA has to offer, you absolutely can do that. And it's going to take an hour 15 to hour and a half, give or take some traffic. Could be less, could be more, right? So that's a really neat feature there, is that you can go to the city of LA under 2 hours. So that's a big plus. Now, if you wanted to head to, let's say, Riverside, for example, now that's going to be a little bit of a shorter drive for you. gonna take a little under an hour to get to Riverside. Again, give or take some traffic. Now, what I do love of Yucaipa is you're right hugged up against the mountain, and if you really wanted to head up to Big Bear, California, where what everyone's doing during the winter time and the summer, really all year long, right? You absolutely can make it there under an hour, right? Obviously, if there's snow, you definitely want to drive slower, be more careful. However, you can definitely get there under an hour. Now, if you wanted to head to, let's say, beautiful sunny San Diego and do all the great things that San Diego has to offer, you can also do that under a 2-hour drive. So you would more than likely get into Riverside, take the 215, and head all the way to beautiful sunny San Diego. So that just gives you a little bit of understanding of, you know, how long it would take. Now, if you're talking, okay, Jonathan, hey, where is the nearest international airport that I can take, you know, if I want to fly out of Yucaipa for a business trip, to visit family, or just go on traveling? Well, I'm going to let you know, if you take up right here, drive straight to Ontario. Ontario does have an international airport that you can take, and you can be in Ontario, California, if you really wanted to. 30 to 45 minutes. I'm sorry, 30 minutes that's a bit fast. If you're speeding, you're going to get there in 30, but 45 minutes to an hour, give or take, really, with some traffic. So that's a really cool thing, is that you have an airport really nearby. So really cool. Now, Palm Springs, you can get there, again, 45 minutes if you want to enjoy a beautiful, nice day in the beautiful Palm Springs area. Wind and relax, you can do that as well. Now, what I personally do love about Yucaipa is some of the beautiful nature that you do have around there. Now, you are hugged up against, again, the San Bernardino National Forest. So if you're an outdoor lover, outdoor enthusiast, this place is for you, because you can go to the San Bernardino National Forest, go hiking, you know, go hit up the trails there, go biking, go picnicking, enjoy some amazing views. Scenic views there are incredible. So that's a big plus. Now you can see I have my beautiful little hearts already favorited for you guys, so I can show you some of the cool, nice top things that people enjoy doing here. Now I'm going to start up here in the north side of Yucaipa, and that's the Yucaipa Regional Park, right? Let me move my little head out the way for you. Now, the Yucaipa Regional Park, amazing park. And I'm not just saying that to say that. You can see yourself a 4.5 stars with over almost 2,500 reviews, right? That says a lot of what's going on here in the Yucaipa area, right? So they do, you can see they have a little man-made like little beach area, right? Well, you can hike and walk there, and it's just so, it's amazing. It is amazing. You can do some water activities there. You can get in the water. It's really nice. You definitely want to go during the winter months. I'm sorry, summer months. Don't go during the winter months. Try to jump in the water. You're not going to have a good time. I promise you that. Unless you love the cold water, right? Now, you do have the tot lot, the jungle gym and stuff like that, little trails. You can just walk around, enjoy the beauty in Mother Nature. But this is a nice area to go within the Yucaipa region, is regional park. That is one big nice feature. They do have the campsites and the disc golf, so that's really cool. If you're a competitive disc golfer, that's really neat, right? What's a disc golfer? It's just a fancy way for somebody saying like a disc, and you're acting like golf. You just go hit the nets. So really neat feature. Now, there's many little pocket parks throughout Yucaipa, just a little need to know for you, right, that you can enjoy. As well as over here you have Crafton Hills Park. I might have to move my head over and over. So if you enjoy views, scenic views, this is a nice spot to go. Again, my outdoor enthusiast, here it is, right? Crafton Hills Park. This, I mean, you can see by this picture itself, is the beautiful views and scenery. You are going to be seeing these snow mountains, but check that out. That's just an amazing little walk, a little trail that they got going on there. You will enjoy it and you will love it. It's not intense. It's not hard by any means. So it is a fairly easy hike for you. So just a really nice thing to have these options in this city that you want to move or you currently live in, is that you do have these things. Now, for all my golfers out there, my Tiger Woods or all my other professional PGA guys out there, you have the Yucaipa Valley Golf Club, right? You do have a nice little golf club there, so if you want to, hit the golf course, you absolutely can. So another neat thing, let me tell you about this golf course. It is amazing, truly amazing. Sick views, right? Because you're surrounded by those mountains. So it's just an amazing feeling. You can see it right here, right? While you're out there, it's completely different feeling. But if the picture looks this amazing, imagine how it feels in person, right? So another nice little cool thing going on here within the Yucaipa Valley Golf Club. Now, the Dutch Bros Coffee, I didn't mark that. Man, I forgot to mark that, right? Dutch Bros Coffee. If you think Starbucks is good, this is 100 times better. It's Dutch Bros Coffee. And if you've never had it, you need to, because it is excellent. I mean, 4.5 stars, over 500 reviews, says a lot. Dutch Bros, it's kind of starting to get a little bit bigger here in the Southern California region, but it is phenomenal. I mean, you always see the line like to the street because it's, it's a very high demand area. Now, this is, let me show you off the I-10 freeway, Yucaipa Boulevard. It is their main road here within the Yucaipa city. And this is pretty much where everything and anything is at when you're talking about everyday wants and needs. Let me move my head a little bit. But when you're talking about your everyday wants and needs, Yucaipa Boulevard is where you're going to get, again, everything that you need. I'm talking about goods and services, banks, gas stations, etc., etc. Now you can see, if I zoom in a little bit, let me get rid of my little line here. If I zoom in a little bit, you can see that you do have a little shopping plaza here that does have the Bond. It's the Valley Center, right? The Ross, little clothing stores, little knickknacks here and there. So this is the area that you will be going if you're looking to get grocery foods, right? If you're trying to go shopping, Vons is going to be the spot for you. And you can go to Redlands, California, about 15 to 20 minutes down the road to go to some bigger areas. So that's just a little neat feature for you to know, is that they do have a golf course here. And yes, they do have a little shopping centers, not totally small where they don't have anything, right? So just a little neat thing for you. So Yucaipa Boulevard is where you will be going for everyday wants and needs. Now, as I push off to the right, you can see there is a little bit more going on here in this little shopping plaza as well. Now, one thing I did highlight, if you do have kids, you have the LOL Kids Club in Yucaipa. It's an indoor playground. Now, LOL, you guys can assume what that means. Haha, laughing out loud, I guess. Or if that's what it stands for, right? But it's a cool jungle gym area, and your kids will absolutely love it. So that's a neat feature if you're looking to move to Yucaipa. Hey, again, not a whole lot of entertainment options, but if you have kids, at least you know you do have the LOL Kids Club in Yucaipa. And you can see it's indoor playground, 4.6 stars, with over 200 reviews. A lot of these indoor playgrounds, some people have complaints because they're dirty, not sanitized, this, that, the other. But here, in this case, it's actually really well sanitized, really neat spot. So you definitely want to check that out if you got those kiddos. You might be paying attention to some of the green on the map right here. Civic Park, Lillian E. Eaton Park. Again, little pocket parks throughout Yucaipa, so that's really cool. So there is the Yucaipa City Hall as well, right here off the Yucaipa Boulevard, and the Yucaipa Police Department as well. So just a little fun fact for you to know that, yes, there is a police department within the city of Yucaipa, so make sure you behave. I'm just kidding. No, seriously, behave. But at any rate, yes. So that right there is a little bit of the things to do. Now, as I move down, you're going to notice I'm highlighting some other things going south. So 7th Street Park in Yucaipa. Sweet park for the older kids, right? Because you do have those little skating ramps. You also have the basketball court. So, hey, that's a really neat feature. Hey, it's a different type of activities and sports going on. Little jungle gym for the kids, picnic area. So if you're trying to barbecue or have a kid's birthday party, there's that option there. And you can see kind of like a rec area where they do have the pool as well. So just more options for you. So Yucaipa, the community itself, is kind of more made for you to be an outdoor lover as of right now. However, again, in the near future, possibly will they start building more entertainment centers? Absolutely. So you definitely kind of want to stay tuned for that one because they might get here. Now, as I move south, you will see a different city, and that is Cali Mesa. That is a smaller town, not a small mid, it's pretty small, but that is a whole different city there that I'll try to not jump into. But you do have some things down here on the south side, like the Green Space Nursery. So it is a little farm within the city of Yucaipa, and it's just a cool little farm that you definitely want to support for all the small business owners, where, hey, if you're looking to get some plants, here you go. That's a cool little neat feature. So that's a really awesome option. And as well as the Yucaipa Center. So it's a little event venue. Now this is really nice. This is really nice. You can kind of see all the horse there and how they have all these events going on and some competitions. So if you want to learn how to horseback ride, this is the spot you definitely want to go check out. I believe they do have some training going on there. So don't quote me on that. But this is a really neat spot. Now, Yucaipa does have some farmland, as you can see, but that's not a bad thing necessarily, right? It's starting to slowly grow, so you will see a little bit more residential. But that's another little neat option, is they still hold that history of it being a bit rural, so not a bad thing whatsoever. Now, as I go a little bit more east, over here, you're going to see you have the Wildwood Canyon State Park, right? Still within the city of Yucaipa, but here you're going to get some amazing scenic routes and views. So again, if you're one of those outdoor enthusiasts, here you go. Check this out. I mean, look at this view right here. That is absolutely amazing, right? So you can see some kids there playing around. But yeah, it's really neat. You will see wildlife out there. Just recommend don't mess with it, don't touch it. You can see people do have a horseback ride over there. But it's amazing views, a lot of rich history. And also within the city of Yucaipa, there is a museum that you can go to go learn about the city and about the culture of what it used to be like, and how, back in the days, the Indian tribes and what they did to kind of make Yucaipa what it is today. But that right there is just a general overview of what Yucaipa has to offer. Now let me just jump into a quick little Yucaipa Boulevard so you can see the streets, right? What does Yucaipa look like? Well, here you go. I am actually in the parking lot. Let me relocate my little guy let me back this one out, outside of the parking lot, because you don't want to see this parking lot. You actually want to see what it looks like from the street view. So here you go, right here. Hello, Yucaipa Boulevard. So this is what it looks like if you're driving through Yucaipa. Again, this is their main road where everything and anything is at for your everyday wants and needs. So you can see you can see the Starbucks and the Great Clips. Now look at the beautiful scenery. You see those mountains right there? Absolutely gorgeous. So that is pretty much what you're gonna get throughout Yucaipa, is these beautiful mountain views. Now, is Yucaipa a big city where you can do all these amazing fun activities? I'll be quite honest, not a whole lot of indoor entertainment, but you still have some amazing things to do within the community of Yucaipa. So this is Yucaipa Boulevard, right? Again, this is where you're going to go shopping or go to those restaurants, whether it's fast food, or you're going to sit down in a restaurant and eat with yourself, where you're going to find the AutoZone and stuff like that, and small other stores as well, like Ross. So that's again, just another neat feature, is that they do host all that stuff. You can see this is a brand new car wash here, the Big Five. They're starting to get everywhere. But check this out. You see how it's kind of slanted downhill. When you're driving, down here Yucaipa Boulevard, you see this amazing view of what's going on. Just this beautiful mountain scenery. Personally, I enjoy views and I love views. And so that is a big thing for me. So that right there is just covering the overview of what Yucaipa, California has to offer. Now, overall, I absolutely love Yucaipa. I have family that lives in Yucaipa and they love Yucaipa. But again, this is a city that's not really talked about or known about. but I am definitely seeing it more and more kind of blow up throughout the years as the economy is starting to thrive a little bit and more people are starting to move into the city. So if you're definitely looking to move to Yucaipa, you could always give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. Thank you for watching Living in South California.